Hello, good morning student. As in previous video, we discussed about the natural resources, right? So today we are going to start a new topic in this chapter, that is a biogeochemical cycle, right? Biogeochemical cycle, it means there is a cycle or recycle between the geological and the atmosphere, right? That means there is an accumulation or recycle of the nutrient for the organisms or for the natural process, that is nothing but the biogeochemical cycle, right? So in which the first cycle is the water cycle. The first one is the water cycle, right? As you know, in every day the water gets evaporated from the water bodies, right? Maybe from sea, ocean, right? Small dams. Due to this evaporation, the water goes into the environment, right? And due to the condensation up to the certain level, it gets cooled. That is called as the condensation. And this condensation then influence for the rain, right? After condensation, the water body gets cooled, and due to that it forms a bigger drop of the water and it gets fall from the cloud in the form of rain. But have you wondered that how these water bodies are coming from the earth or from the ocean, and the ocean or the river is getting the dry, right? As it is evaporating, that means the water level must be down from the particular source, right? So we never thought that the water level from the maybe river, from the dam, it will get decreased or the down, right? So how the water body get start? For example, this is a water cycle, right? So this area, right? This area represent the underground, right? So this is a ground water. This is a groundwater. As if this is a earth level, right? As we are every day we are walking, playing, everything, right? So as we know, there are water contained under the ground, right? In the soil there is a water contained. So this water flow from a particular path, right? It can flow in every directions, or wherever it is it will get the place. So through that it will get flow, right? So maybe at certain level, this water body will come on the surface of the ground, right? It will come on the surface of the ground. So we thought that there is a percolation from the ground. So this water will come up on the ground, wherever it will get the place to come from underground to the surface, right? So what will happen if there is a sun, right? As there is a sunlight, so it will fall down on the surface of this water which is coming from the ground, right? It will get evaporate due to the heating, right? This water will get evaporation due to the heating, right? Due to the heating by sun, right? Due to the heating by sun. And ultimately it will reach up to the clouds, right? It will reach up to the clouds, right? So when this, as I said, this water gets evaporated from the water bodies, here we are considering the water coming from the ground. As it is evaporating and going to the environment, at certain level, this water will get cool down in the form of condensation, right? कंडेंसेशन, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? जब वाटर इवेपोरेट होता है किसी वाटर बॉडी में से, so at certain level this water drops and get cooled, right? इससे क्या पे कूल होगा, तो उससे क्या होगा कि this cooled water will get collect and it will form the bigger drop of water, right? Due to the condensation, there is a formation of big drop of water. As it will form the big drop of water, that means it will come down again to the water body or on the earth in the form of rain and snow. Right? Rain will come down if the temperature is optimum, but if the temperature decreased, maybe 0 or in -1, -2, -5, so this rain will convert into the snow. Right? As in the refrigerator, if we put the water, as we know, there is a 0 or even a minus temperature. So this water will get convert into the ice. So same thing will happen here also. The water, if the temperature decreases, the rain will convert into the snow. So this is a one cycle where the water can evaporate because of the sun, and this evaporated water will get condensation or condense in the environment, and it will again fall down in the form of rain or snow, right? In the form of rain or snow, right? So this is the one reason behind that. Second is that as this groundwater, as you know, there is a water flow, as there is a water, right? So this water will get absorbed by the many plants, as there are many forests, right? There are many grasses, there are many plants growing on the surface of the ground, right? So as there is a plant, that means there is a root. So this root will absorb the water, required water, and provide towards the upper side of the plant, right? So this root provide the water to the stem up to the leaves, right? Up to the leaves. So these water vapors will come on the surface of the leaves, and as it is getting heated by the sun, so these water drops present on the surface of the leaf, it will get evaporate, right? It will get evaporate, and again it will go up to the clouds of the environment. This process is called as a transpiration, right? This process is called as a transpiration, right? Condensation is different and transpiration. Transpiration, right? Transpiration means, in simple language, evaporation of water from leaf of the plant, right? The water will absorbed by the root of the plant, and it will get deposited on the surface of the leaf in the form of droplets, and these droplets again will evaporate in the environment by the sun, and this is called as a transpiration process, right? This process is called as a transpiration, right? So this is the one cycle, as this water droplets from the leaf of the plant is going towards the clouds or in the environment. Again it will get cooled by the condensation process, and again it will fall down in the form of rain, So this is the one reason behind the water cycle, right? So again, as there are many animals, they are eating the grasses, even the plants, small plants, herbs, also there are many animals. It will get as they are breathing, that means they are releasing the CO2, right? They are taking the oxygen and releasing the CO2. It will influence in the clouds, and it will get again the water on the ground, right? So these are the reason behind the water cycle. That means water is getting evaporated from the water bodies. It may be from river, it may be from dam, it may be from ocean, right? Due to the sunlight. If it is hitting the water body, so the water will evaporate from the particular water. It may be from dam or river. It will go in the environment. Again, the water droplets will condense, and it will get killed. So not cooled. The water will be cooled by the process of condensation, and again it will fall down in the form of rain. Again the water will evaporate in the the form of transpiration, right? From the leaf of the plant, it will get in the environment. Again, this water will get cooled by the condensation process and fall down on the surface of the ground, right? And for the animal as well. So as the water is going towards the environment, again it is coming from the environment to the ground. So again it will reach to the ground level here, right? So some of the water will absorb by the soil surface and some of the water will flow here and there through the passage, right? So again it will be evaporated by the sun, again it will be absorbed by the roots of the plant and it will be translated to the environment. Again it will come down in the form of rain or snow depending upon the temperature. So this cycle will continue again and again. So therefore this cycle is called as the water cycle. This cycle is called as a water cycle, right? I hope this is very clear for you. Still, I would like to just write the flow chart for you how the water cycle is going, right? So as there is a sun, right? The sun will hit. You can write here. The sun will hit, right? To whom? To the water, right? This water will get a evaporation, right? Evaporation. If it is related with the plant, so it will be a transpiration. Right? And this both by the evaporation and the transpiration. This both cycle after that. So there is a process of condensation. Due to this condensation, these evaporated water droplets will fall down in the form of rain and ice. Sorry, you can say the snow, right? Rain or in the form of snow. If there is an optimum temperature, like a plus temperature, means 10, 5, 20, 25, 30, so it will fall in the form of rain. If the temperature becomes 0 degrees Celsius or in the -1 or -5, so this water will convert into the snow, right? So it will fall down on the ground level, right? Fall down on the ground level. Again this sun will hit to the ground level. It will get evaporation, right? Again it will get evaporation heated on the water body. It will get evaporation and again this process will continue. That evaporation, transpiration and water fall down in the form of rain and snow. So this cycle will continue again and again depending upon the environment, and we can maintain the natural condition can be maintained through this cycle in the form of water cycle, right? So I hope this is a clear idea about the water cycle. Still, if you have any question or doubts, so you can call me or text me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you.